kiss me through the phone. 825.
Yeah, foggy, cloudy, partly slight chance of rain.
Partly slight chance.
Partly slight chance of rain.
I don't know, low 60s. Well, at least it makes sense.
You know, Boy Toy Bobby's a little bit intimidated right now. You know.
That's right.
You know, every time somebody comes in that's bigger than him and they can really fight.
Which is most of the time people are bigger than him. Class come through and Bobby got very nervous and they were all taller than him.
It was the grit spin. It was a sledge grit spin.
I said, hey, you think you're all tall.
Just think you're all that? I know you're so great. Anyway,
but you can't cut the public out. That's what I did.
All right, good. So, big fight going on this Saturday, Strike Force, HP Pavilion, San Jose. It will be off the chains, man. Live MMA, mixed martial arts. And right now we got local fighter luke+rockhold in the building. What's up, dude?
Not much over here.
Hey, buddy, nice, Mike. Bobby, get on that.
Brought the wrong one over.
There you go. How you doing?
Good. I was just trying to keep this guy from getting all nervous over here. I'm so intimidated.
Bobby's very intimidated because you're so.
Yeah, from a fighter to a fighter.
You're right. luke+rockhold in the building. Represent SC, not only SC+Brand, but you represent Santa Cruz, man.
Yes, I am.
Santa Cruz, California. You fight now, and you got a big fight on Saturday, man. Are you getting ready for this one?
I have been getting ready. I've been getting ready for about 2 months. I'm all good to go.
I mean, your last fight was amazing.
Amazing last time.
Thank you.
If you caught it live, it was the last Strike Force for you. You might saw it on HDNet. A phenomenal fight, and it was pretty quick, relatively. Not quick, but first round.
Yeah, first round like most.
Yeah, so relatively
Try
quick.
to keep it that way.
Does that add extra pressure that you want to get out of there quick? But what if it goes later rounds? Are you ready for that?
I'm ready for it. You know, I've been training so hard. My cardio is, you know, just second to none, I'd say, and I'm ready to push the pace wherever it goes. You know, my style is just quick, and you know, if I can finish, I'm gonna finish as soon as I can. Why work a full day when you can work a half day, right?
I like that. The guy doesn't even show up to work. So but so this guy you're fighting, do you know a lot about him or no?
I've known as much as I can possibly find on him. You know, there's not much out there. He hasn't fought in a while, but who he has fought, I've been some pretty tough guys. You know, he beat Alex Schoenhauer. He went 3 rounds with Alan Belcher, which is a top 10 middleweight. And
how was that fight? What's his name?
Alan Belcher.
Alan Belcher, and he used to fight Al Sharpton, stuff like that. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah. That was bad. That's joke.
I thought you said Al Sharpton.
No, he didn't say Al Sharpton. Al Belcher doesn't even sound like Al Sharpton.
Oh, my bad.
Just okay.
You know, boys,
I'm thinking in the same weight class.
No, not at all. Let me ask you a question, Luke. There's a lot of hype on you. Obviously, with that last fight, you had a big look. You were HDNet. It was televised. It was on big cards. There was a lot of hype going into it. You delivered. So going into this fight, there's a lot of hype. You being really the next big deal. And I don't know, I'm not trying to add extra pressure on you there, buddy. But how does that feel? Because there's so much luke+rockhold, it's starting to really bubble, man. And then everybody saw that last fight. Does that bug you out going into this fight? Does that add extra pressure?
I mean, it gets to a certain extent. You just got to really put the work in the gym, you know, beforehand, and just hope everything comes out to play. You know, don't really try to focus on winning. Just focus on doing your best, and if you do so, it's, you know, I don't see anybody kind of reaching my level as long as I can perform to what I know I can. You know, I'm trying to turn expectations into preferences. You know.
You know, luke+rockhold, real quick. Can you give a message to the children out there that's listening to, looks up to you? What message can you tell Boy Toy Bobby on how to become a better fighter and stuff like that?
Why do you say kids and then say Boy Toy Bobby?
I mean, you know, Sam, Boy Toy Bobby's actually, he's growing out his beard to try to look like the 300 guy. That's
Jesus.
You told me that.
These muscles are.
You told me that.
Looking like a rock solid.
Does he not move rock solid? Sam, he told me that off the air. He said that
Show me the sign on Bobby right now.
I understand that, but
luke+rockhold's in the building. He's got a big fight coming on.
I know, but
on Saturday, he doesn't need to hear about Bobby's 300 beers.
No, but that's what he wants to do. He wants to look like a fighter.
We'll talk about Bobby later on.
The question is he a poser or not? Is Boy Toy Bobby a poser or not?
We're promoting the fight right now.
You're trying to pose the fat man. You're doing a damn good job with it.
Florida fighter. Saturday is going down to Strikeforce. Luke, who are you training with? What camp are you coming out of?
We train at American Kickboxing Academy. You know, we got a lot of tough guys over there. I'm sure you're familiar with, or a lot of people are. Cain Velasquez, Josh Koscheck, John Fitch, Mike Swick. And I get some of the toughest training around, and you know, it's perfect for me because right about a half hour away from my hometown where I grew up, and couldn't be a better situation for myself.
Definitely. And so you feel that obviously helps you training with that love, that caliber, those caliber of fighters helps you prepare, correct?
There's no doubt in my mind. Definitely, it's all about who you train with, and you know, if they can, you know, you all raise each other's level. And if you're not training with the best, you're never going to reach that level.
So do you have a game plan for this dude on Saturday? Do you just want to, I mean, is it a strategic game plan, or you just want to go there and while out? I mean, what are you thinking?
There's always a game plan to a certain extent, but you know, you always got to have plan A, B, C. You know, there's always you know, things always change in fights, and you just got to keep pushing through it, and that's what we do in the gym. Just kind of get ready for every situation possible.
Now, when you train, Luke+Rockhold is in the building fighting this weekend at Strikeforce. When you train in the building, do you think about the new movie that's coming out next weekend called Fighting? Do you think about that trailer?
What?
Martial arts movie. Those guys are making some.
Somebody paying you for most of
No, those guys are making some serious moves.
Seriously, considering we got Kung Lee in that movie, huh?
Oh yeah. So are you gonna check out that movie? Are you gonna check that movie out? Are you excited about it?
Well, I got to check it out.
Does it mean a lot to you?
Luke's like, this guy's serious? Any more questions from our show?
I'm trying to compare to mixed martial arts because I'm all about it, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kelvin.
I was thinking about making an SC. I know you're sponsored by the Santa+Cruz+Skate+Shop, Surf+Shop, SC+Brand, stuff like that. But I was thinking like we can go off from SC logo and we can put a shirt right next to it called Tap In. Tap in shirt. Tap in. SC Tap in shirt.
That one will do your best.
We're tapping.
Tap in.
Oh, boy.
Ricky Danny's making the
What do we call it? In your what?
Ricky Danny already bought the website, right?
And you know what's funny is Ricky Danny is such an entrepreneur. He already bought the website.
Yeah.
.com.net. I got it. Tap in. Luke+Rockhold, this is Saturday. The fight is going down, man. Do you know, what's the name of the guy you're fighting?
Buck Meredith.
Buck Meredith.
Team Quest guy.
All right, Buck. Oh, from Team Quest. It's in Tours old camp, right?
Old camp, yeah. It's like a Dan Henderson, Matt Lindland thing. You know, there's a few of them. This one's from, he's from Temecula, down by San Diego.
You know, any man with the name Meredith in it, he's definitely going to win. I guarantee you. Yeah. Your name is Meredith? Get out of here.
What's your first name? Shannon? Name Gertrude?
Meredith.
Come on, you got to beat this guy.
What's the nickname?
Luke+Rockhold in the building, Strikeforce fighter. The fight is going down Saturday, man. A lot of other fights on the bill. Frank Shamrock will be fighting Nick Diaz. Also on the bill, Gilbert Melendez will be fighting. A lot of top quality fights. Those tickets on sale right now. Make sure you get them this Saturday. Matter of fact, we got some free ones coming up. Keep it right here. It's KDON.